Gainsborough and Reynolds were friendly, not necessarily friends, and were certainly rivals, and were always watching each other's work because they were the two great exhibition painters of their era. This is a painting of the two Linley sisters by Thomas Gainsborough. They were celebrated musicians in the city of Bath, which is of course a great place of resort and fashion for 18th century elite society. So they were well known to the sorts of people who would come to the summer exhibition. And what Gainsborough seems to have done here is combine a very reflective, introspective image of the elder sister, Elizabeth, with this very piercing look out on the part of the younger sister, Mary. And Gainsborough knew that that look out, that kind of look out to the audience would help invite viewers up close to the picture so they could enjoy this amazing brushwork that he was so famous for and that really dominates the ways in which their dress and the landscape are painted. Interestingly too, there was a touch of scandal about this painting, that Elizabeth, I think it was, had just eloped with the playwright Richard Brinsley Sheridan. So they were in the news for those reasons too. And of course, a celebrated, even notorious subject will help get attention in the summer exhibition. Reynolds was really interested in the ways in which he could make his pictures stand out through the use of light and silhouette. And so you can see here that he's given Mrs. Lloyd a very clear profile. Both her face and her figure stand out from the setting. And one thing that Reynolds really realized early on in the summer exhibition's history was how much portraits that were painted with white or pale clothing stood out on the walls. And you can see he's given Mrs. Lloyd this very pale, classicized gown. And again, that juxtaposed with the green of the forest meant that it had breathing space and stood out. And then what's also interesting is the way in which he uses light, rather like a theatrical lighting designer today, to illuminate her face, her head, her hands. Look at the hands, both of them illuminated by light. The center of her figure here, but also her feet. So he creates this figure that's all the important parts of her, as it were, the articulate, eloquent parts of her are illuminated. And he creates this image of a white figure against the green background, striped by light and shadow. And that helped make it really seem vibrant and distinctive on the exhibition's walls.